everyone, my name is Tori, this is Novel Life, and welcome back to my channel. And welcome to my 2025 anticipated releases video. So I did this last year, also while wearing red lipstick, but you know, we're gonna keep the tradition going because it's the holiday season and I love my red lipstick. Anyway, I'm very excited to sit down and chat about these books that I have to share with you today because they are some of my most anticipated releases for 2025. I have a list. I have most of them have dates. Some of them I do not have dates for, or I couldn't find it and I can't remember. But anyway, I'm very excited for these releases. A lot of them are some of my favorite authors. A lot of them are just books that I've been waiting for kind of for forever, and I'm very excited for them. Before we dive into the books though, I want to thank the sponsor of today's video, and that is Louisa. So Louisa is always so fun for me to work with. I absolutely love them. They send me different pieces every single time, and I do wear most of them in my videos, even though they're not sponsored, just because I like their stuff. But this is kind of like, I don't know if you can see this necklace, but it's like super dainty. You can make it tighter or looser. I just have it like on the middle setting. It's these like cute little flowers that have little stones in the middle, and it came in this little package from Louisa, which I really love. They are climate neutral, which I love that. They make all of their packaging super tiny, super eco-friendly, and I love that. They also have an amazing warranty that you have a 2-year warranty that if something goes wrong with one of your pieces, you can return it at any time. They are having the biggest sale of the year, so if you click the link in the description box below, it'll take you to their website. You can browse stuff. There's still time to get stuff for that special person in your life, or for your family, for your friends, all of the above. I am very excited because I got these little bow earrings. I think they're absolutely stunning. They're so cute. I have to re-pierce my ears, but I really want to put these on because I love anything with bows. Like, they're so cute. Okay, maybe I'll re-pierce my ears soon so I can wear them. But I did want to show them to you like up close. They're super cute. These are more of like a dainty piece. If you've watched some of my other videos, you guys know I love more daintier pieces, and I love mixing like silver and gold, stuff like that. So yeah, I just love working with Louisa. Like I said, they're having their biggest sale of the year, and there's still time to buy gifts. I know I'm not the only one that's behind on buying things for people in my life. That is a future Tori problem, but today I'm very excited to share with you that if you use my link and you have the code in the description box below, you also get a percentage off. So go check out their website. They're having, like I said, the biggest sale of the year. So let me know if you go check it out and what you buy. Thank you so much to Louisa for sponsoring this video, and let's go ahead and dive right into all the 2025 releases I am super, super excited about. So January, I have the most books to talk about because I feel like it's literally a month away. So a lot of indie romances, a lot of indie published books that I know that are going to come out in January have already been like announced, if that makes sense. So it's easier for me to put a list together. So these are in no particular order. I think I have them in order. I could be totally wrong. The first one that I want to chat about is All the Missing Pieces by Catherine Cowles. I actually have already read this book and I really enjoyed it. I love her romantic suspense. This is the first book with Schwartz Casablanca that is coming out, and the sprayed edges are so pretty. They have the deluxe edition if you want to pick it up, but this one is about a true crime podcaster who goes to a small town to figure out a murder, and there she meets the sheriff, who absolutely despises her, and there's like a suspense plot. Yeah, so good. That comes out on the 7th. On the 7th also comes out The Sea of Unspoken Things by Adrienne Young. So this has a similar vibe of the cover as The Unmaking of June Farrow, which I recently read. And I don't know if it's the same type of vibes as The Unmaking of June Farrow. If you've read it, you know. But I'm still interested nonetheless because I do like her writing. I want to get to more of her backlist. So if you have other books that you think I would enjoy, let me know in the comments down below. Another one that is coming out on the 7th is Fight by Sloane St. James. So there's actually this new series that Sloane St. James, Paisley Hope, and Danielle Baker that is coming out the 7th, the 9th, and the 11th. It's wildfire firefighters, so they fight wildfires, if that makes sense. So it's like, I feel like it's more dangerous. I mean, like any job like that is dangerous, but I feel like it's like more suspenseful, if that makes sense. You have to like go out in the wilderness and stuff like that. Anyway, it is all 3 like interconnected standalones, and the covers sold me. I didn't know anything about it. I didn't even know they were firefighters, but the covers alone sold me. So yeah, it's Fight, it's Protect, and Honor. So they'll be coming out within 2 days. Will I get to them? I don't know. I hope to, but I'm so excited for these covers. Like, I just want to order the paperbacks so I can like hold them in my hands. I'm very excited for them. So yeah, I'm very excited for those just because the covers. It's like 100% cover buy for me. So also in January, I want to make sure I don't miss any, is Iron and Embers by Helen Schwartz. So this is a spin-off of her Legends of Thesmar series. I don't know if it's in the same series, but the characters you see in the Legends of Thesmar series. And I love these two characters. I don't want to spoil anything if you don't know the characters, but I'm very excited. I'm very excited because I didn't think she was going to write a book about these two, and she is, and I'm so ready because I love them. I will say the female character is the sister of the first of the Legends of Thesmar series, so like you see her quite a bit, and you see both characters quite a bit, but she's the sister, so that's not really a spoiler, but very excited, very excited. We also have, of course, Onyx Storm by Rebecca Yarros that's coming out on the 21st of January, which Jess is actually flying to me so we can read the book together for the release. We're picking it up at midnight at my local Barnes & Noble, coming home and starting to read, and we're going to read it all day. We're going to take off work, and that'll be super fun that she'll be here for that. And then Come Back by Rebecca Jenchak is coming out on the 30th of January, which is the third book in the Holland Brothers series, The Fells Archer. He is a character that has hearing aids, and he can read a lot of lips, but he does use sign language. And our female character, I don't want to spoil anything, she was introduced a little bit in the End of Playbook. So if you've read the series, you might have picked up, but the cover is already out. It is gorgeous. I love it. I'm so excited for this book. I cannot wait to dive in, and I can't wait for other people to read it. So I think that's all I have for January. February, the one that I'm the most excited for is Unloved by Peyton Koren. She is one of my favorite authors of all time now, even though she has one book published, but I do have an arc of this. I can't pick it up right. I just can't. I'm not emotionally ready. It's also not 2025, so I don't want to read it in 2024 and have it become a favorite of 2024. Because the book comes out in 2025, I don't know, I feel really weird about that. That's just me, but I'm very excited for that one. The Charlie Method by Elle Kennedy comes out on the 25th of February, which I may or may not pick this up, but I heard that it's MMF or MFM, polyamorous. Anyway, so I'm more intrigued, so that's why I put it on my list. But the other two books in the series have been 4 stars for me. Scythe and Sparrow by Bryn Weaver. This comes out on the 11th of February, which I did read. Leather and Lark, it was a 4-star read. Butcher and Blackbird is still my favorite, but I want to finish out the series, and I think this is the last brother, if I'm not mistaken, and I want to see what she does with this, because I do like the orange with the black. I like the vibes of it, even though it's coming out. It's very Halloween-y, but it's coming out in February. So now for March, I don't have too many. I have 2. I have Wild Side by Elsie Silver, which, you know, the green, I'm obsessed with this series, okay? I loved the first 2 books in the series. They're 2 of my favorite books of the year. So anything that Elsie Silver writes, I will read. I will sit down and I will pick up and I will read. I'm very excited. Beautiful Exile by Catherine Cowles comes out on the 18th. This is the 4th book in the Sparrow Fall series. I cannot believe it's the 4th book. I almost said 3rd book, but it's the 4th book. So yeah, I love this series. I love what she's doing. I love the covers. They're absolutely gorgeous. Some of these books may not have covers yet. I do know The Moon and His Tides by Gianna Darling is coming out at some point next year, and she has My Dark Fairy Tale, which is like a spinoff with Montlake. I don't know, I think it's a spinoff. I could be wrong, but I'm very excited for both of those. I love Gianna's books. I just don't remember the dates of those, so I never wrote them down. So for April is stacked with some romance releases, let me tell you. So Emily Henry's Great Big Beautiful Life comes out on the 22nd. You know that I will be reading this. I don't know if the cover's out. Have I seen the cover? I don't know, but I'm very excited. I really loved Funny Story. It was one of my favorite books of the year. King of Envy by Anna Huang. This is, I think, Vuk's book. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but he has been like on my radar since we saw him. I think in King of Wrath. I think we saw him there. I'm excited. I love a dark, morally gray character, so I cannot wait. Rewind It Back by Liz Tumforty comes out on the 24th of April. I loved Play Along. It was such a good book. So this series has been like so fun, but even though like I don't know what color it's gonna be, a pink book. I don't know what color. She does a color for each book, so I'm very excited to see what the color is, but I like the title. We also have Say You'll Remember Me by Abby Jimenez. That comes out actually April 1st, so a little bit out of order. It's fine. I'm very excited for Abby Jimenez. I love all of her books. I cannot wait to see what she does with this one. Enchantra by Kaylee Smith. This is the second book to Phantasma. Read Phantasma this year. Really enjoyed it. Such a fun time. This is the sister of the first book. You see that they're both, like, you see, obviously, it sets up the end of Phantasma, but it's her sister's book. I don't know who the hero is. I don't know anything past that, but I'm very excited. I love the purple. The purple I'm obsessed with. In May, the only one I have is The Night and the Moth by Rachel Gillig, which I also put on my 25 books to read in 2025 list. The cover is screaming gothic vibes, and I love that, so we're going with it. We're going with it. So June has a decent amount too. So June 17th is Ashley Poston's new book, or Poston. I always get confused with how you say her name. Anyway, Sounds Like Love. I already have the audiobook placed on a hold at my library because I want to read it as soon as it comes out. I'm very excited. I think I've read all of her books since the Dead Romantics, I think. I read all of them and I've loved them, so I cannot wait to see what she does with this one. Caught Up by Nevessa Allen. This comes out June 10th. This is the like sequel, not sequel, but it's a like interconnected standalone to Lights Out, which is the masked TikToker and stuff like that. I love that book. It was such a good time, and I cannot wait to listen to it on audio because the audiobook for the first book was so good, so the second book better be just as good. We have Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid that comes out on June 3rd. We have not had a Taylor Jenkins Reid book in 2024, so I'm very excited. I have to get caught up. Oh my gosh, what is the tennis one called? She has a tennis one that I have not read, but I do love her stuff, so I'm very excited for that one. We also have The Primal of Blood and Bone by JLA, which is the last book in the From Blood and Ash series, which comes out June 10th. I'm a little sad. I'm actually a lot sad because I love this series so much. And while it is dragged out, don't get me wrong, it has been way too long. She has put way too many books. I do love the characters. I love the characters. I just love the romance. I love all of it. It was one of my first fantasy romances that I dived into like years ago, 2 or 3 years ago now. No, 3 or 4 years ago? Oh my gosh. It's been a very long time. But I just love the characters. So I'm obsessed, and I'm bittersweet about that one. A little bittersweet. In July, we have Rose in Chains by Julie Soto. This is like her, I think it's the Auction, like reimagining. So she wrote the Auction, which is a fanfic. Hermione fanfic, and now she is publishing it, so she took it down from Archive of Our Own, which I don't know if I actually have it on my Kindle. I don't know if I actually have that on my Kindle or not. Anyway, if I don't, I'll just reread it, or I'll just read it as Rose in Chains, but she has to like obviously change all the character names and the lore and stuff like that because it's all like Harry Potter fanfic. So yeah, very excited. I love Julie Soto. I cannot wait to see what she does. I love her contemporary romances, so I'm very excited. Now August, we have If Not My Baby by Kate Golden. I do want to read the Dawn of Onyx series. I stopped after the first book. I don't know if anything was changed when it was traditionally published because I read the indie version. I do not remember anything because it was like 3 or 4 years ago at this point, 3 years ago, and I want to read it, but this is her contemporary romance. The vibes are vibing, and I'm very excited. I'm very excited for this. The last one I have is the ballad Falling Dragons by Sarah A. Parker. This one is supposed to come out October 7th, so we have quite a bit of time, but that is the only one past kind of like the middle of the year that I have. Now, this is mostly for the first half of 2025, clearly, because a lot of books haven't been announced for the end of 2025, or if they have, I don't know, but these are just some of the authors I looked up. I looked at lists on Goodreads and on Amazon and like online and stuff like that. So if I missed one, I'm so sorry, but leave it in the comments down below if I've missed a anticipated release. Honestly, I probably have, and that's okay. It's totally fine. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below ones that you're excited for, ones that I missed. I will add them to my list and to my reading journal so I do not miss them. But once again, I want to thank the sponsor of today's video, which is Louisa. Make sure you check out the link in the description box below for their biggest sale of the year. I love them as a company, so make sure you check that out. For the emoji, leave me a calendar emoji for, obviously for 2025, but the calendar emoji in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe for more content from me. As always, I hope you're living a novel life, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.